I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Hunter, and this is the
Family Showdown! That's some pretty chill music. Nice start. Yay! It's so good to see you all popping into the chat. Feels like it's been like a month or something.
It's only been 2 weeks. Seems like
Oh, God. Was it 2 weeks? What a 2 weeks.
yeah,
Yay!
I guess 3 weeks. We missed 2 shows, I think.
Ugh. Anyway,
Yeah.
What's up? Right Neutral. Yay! Good to see you all. Hugs,
Okay,
hugs,
so
hugs.
at the end of this video, we'll have a little chit chat about where we've been.
Drama. Okay, fine.
But
Our saga.
we're gonna forego that until the end. So
Yes.
if you want to know, and you're in the chat now, stick around till the end. Or if you're watching after the fact, you can zoom to the end. I'll have timestamps or something that you can pop to. But anyway,
Drama Fest? What are you going to label it? What are you going to label that? The saga continue? The saga begins?
the saga continues.
I don't know.
The misadventures of the Thomasons.
Yeah, that's probably more close to it. Yes, yes.
All right. So about this time last year, I put together what was going to be my top 10, or our top 10 most anticipated 2021 games.
Yes.
Rebecca's like, I don't know what's coming out.
I don't.
So it turned into my top 20 anticipated list. And we're going to review that.
And we're going to see where we are now.
See what happened and all that good stuff.
That's almost Drama Fest into itself, right? Because this involves anything to do with 2021. Like,
Kind of, I guess. I'm surprised. It's like we at the last minute we got some like a bunch of games in that were
that was funny. That's been really funny.
that kind of
No notification surprises. Those are the best.
yeah. It's gonna be half of it. It's gonna be like I haven't played. Well, it's still gonna be half of that, but
But we'll see. We'll see.
All right.
We'll see. National Lampoon's Family Showdown Vacation. I like that. Not only is it a ridiculously long title, it just fits somehow. That's good. That's good times. Yes.
all right,
Let's do this.
all right. Let's do it. We're gonna start out. So I ranked them from 20 to 1, and there's some interesting ones. It's looking back. I'm curious what my thought process was for the rankings. But anyway, let's start off with, I gotta do buttons. Haven't done buttons in a while.
It's true, though.
Here we go. My number 20 last time was Arkwright the card game.
Womp womp.
Womp womp. No, I didn't. I actually didn't order this game. I didn't buy this game. I didn't. It is out.
Oh.
I was going to order the game, and then for 2 reasons I changed my mind on ordering it. One, we've never had an experience where the card game to a game was better or even as good as the original. Name one.
Burgundy. Castles of Burgundy.
It's not
the card
better
game.
than Castles of Burgundy.
It's not better, but it's
There
as
you
good
go.
as, but as good as you
Do
said.
we
as
still
good
have
as.
it?
No, but that was a choice. You made. That was a choice you made. It didn't take up that
And
much
the
space.
infamous Tommy ordered it, and as soon as he backed it, I unbacked it. I'm like, I'm out.
Wow.
So I have not yet played it, but it is out.
Yeah, that'll be
Arkwright
fun.
the card game.
That's right. Why should all of us get it? That's true. That's true. Go,
All right.
Tommy.
San Juan is better than Puerto Rico, but
Preach.
It's not really Puerto Rico the card game officially. It kind of is though.
I am with you.
So we have no
on that,
opinions
Zachy.
about that one. So we're
Yeah,
gonna.
you're
we're-
ignoring Zachy's perfectly valid statement. I
What?
believe so. San Juan is better than Puerto Rico.
It is, but it's not Puerto Rico the card game. Is
Name,
it called Puerto Rico the card game?
potato?
No.
I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. I solidarity with Zachy.
All right, move on to number 19. Mercado de Lisboa. So we have this game,
We do have this game.
and I find it very meh.
I love your mess.
I gave it a 7.
Oh, so it's a meh, solid meh, not a meh minus.
It's a meh. It's a meh. So Mercado de Lisboa, if you don't know, this is a tile placement game based on the board game Lisboa. There's a section of the board game where you're building these buildings, and they kind of interact with each other and stuff like that. They kind of took that piece out of the Lisboa game and created a separate, smaller, quicker, like 30-minute tile placement game. This one was okay. I after a couple plays with it, I was kind of okay. I'm done. So to me, it seems
I
like
like it.
the reason
Whatever.
I didn't like it as much. It seems like the choices you make are always obvious. There's not a lot.
Yeah,
It almost plays itself in my head anyway. It almost plays itself like, this is my best move. This is what I'm gonna do. Next round, this is my best move.
There's
this is
an
what I'm gonna
obvious best move.
do. Yeah. And so it kind of plays itself. I
Yeah.
guess there is some long-term strategy, but yeah, kind of a disappointment overall. I was hoping for something better. I think someone just kind of took that piece of Lisboa. I don't know how much even Lacerda had to do with it, but anyway.
It was fun. I don't know. It's all right.
All right, let's keep it moving. We're gonna go through these quickly.
Yeah, see, I know. Everyone's arguing with your mess scale here. You got to understand the Hunter mess scale is very different from the BGG scale. 7 means, yeah, you're happy to play if someone else brings it to the table.
It really shouldn't. It's really, I'm being nice by giving it a 7. It's probably really is a 6.
Lies! False advertising!
I just with what?
Betrayal!
We'll move on. To my number 18 from last year, It's a Wonderful Kingdom. So this one I gave an 8. I enjoyed it quite a bit.
Good.
7, and there's a big gap for me. 7 to 8 is a big gap.
That jumps from Meh Plus. Actually, yeah, I was going to say 7's a Meh Plus for you, really.
Yeah, probably.
Because you're like, a good game is an 8.
Yes. I enjoyed it. It's a Wonderful
So you
Kingdom.
have to retract your statement and either say that Mercado de Lisboa...
It's a 6.
Is that...
Look, right now I made it.
Okay, there you go.
It's a 6. I just changed it right there.
You're
officially.
welcome, Chad.
Officially changed it.
Okay,
It's
that's
a 6.
better. Now it's a Meh.
All right. It's a Wonderful Kingdom is the 2-player version
Right,
of
Zach.
It's a Wonderful World. It's a engine building, cube pushing, card drafting kind of game, but it's specifically designed for 2 players or solo. It's a Wonderful Kingdom. We enjoyed it. We've only got one play because we just got this one in like a few days ago, actually. And we enjoyed it. Basically, the way it works is it uses kind of the It's a Wonderful World gameplay, but then it throws in a module that kind of tricks it up. So there's the module we played was called the quest module. So not only are you just trying to build the best engine and get the most points possible, you have these quests you have to go on that give you benefits, and there's one like major quest you have to complete to finish the game. There's modules where you have attacky cards where you have to fight them or they give you negative points. There's all these like 5 or 6 different modules that you can put in that tricks up the game, which we're looking forward to trying those out. So it's a good one. I enjoyed it. I think you liked it.
Oh, yeah.
I think you liked it a lot more than I did, but I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it quite a bit. Quite a bit. I still love It's a Wonderful World, too, though. It's fun for something different to do the little quest things.
Yeah, it takes that game and gives you a little more oomph to it. A little more. And it plays just about in the same amount of time, so it doesn't
That's what's cool about it. Yeah, I was going to say, it's not like all of a sudden you have this slog of a game. I like that one. That was a good one. Happy days.
Okay. Let's move on to my number 17, I guess it is.
Okay. Bring it. Bring it.
This one, I don't know why I put it this low. I guess because I love Raccoon Tycoon so much, I was thinking, it's going to be just the same thing or something. So I don't know why I put Lizard Wizard all the way down to 17. Because Lizard Wizard is a solid 9 for me.
Now, is this a recent ranking? This 17?
This is
This is the original time when you made... Oh, you must have been tired or something because this game is gold.
I think, but no, my thought process was I like Raccoon Tycoon so much. This is just gonna be more of the same or something like that.
That could be.
I didn't rank, but no, it is. I like it.
Good.
Spoilers for my top 100. I like it a lot more than with Raccoon Tycoon. I like Lizard Wizard a lot more than Raccoon Tycoon. It's basically a more, even though I'm not calling Raccoon Tycoon not a gamery game, but Lizard Wizard adds even more gamer mechanisms. It's got some pressure luck.
Yep.
It's got a little bit more going on to it. It's a more robust game for me anyway. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it had more stuff going on with it. Oh man. And it's got that same really awesome art and the really cool production values and just, so much fun. If you haven't had a chance to play this one, this is a really good
we were actually talking about it.
Love this game.
We said we probably will, if we're just us playing, it's probably almost always going to be Lizard Wizard. If we're introducing it to like new players, we might do like Raccoon Tycoon first.
Yeah. So much
fun. Both great games.
They're so good.
All right, let's move on. Man, I'm just rolling through these. It's funny we got all these in a row that we've gotten. So my number 16 from last time. This isn't the ranking that I rank them now. It's just the ranking that I previously
Are you
had.
going to give us your new rankings?
You can tell by the... No, that would take work. I didn't prepare for that.
You already did a lot of work.
All right.
That's why I was like, okay.
All right, here we go. Number 16. Dominant species marine.
Oh, wow. We got this fairly early on, didn't we?
Yes, we did. We got this one early in the year. And I rank this in a 9 as well. I like it a lot. If you don't know what this is, it's a... I would
Mean game.
I wouldn't say it's a Euro game even.
No,
it's got worker
mean.
placement, but
Survival of the
it is
fittest.
a mean, attacky, beat people up,
It's fierce.
blood, sweat, and tears game.
Fierce.
It's almost in a way it's a GMT game, so it's almost like a war game in some aspect.
It is war. Survival of the fittest. Boom. Just because it's nature doesn't mean it's not war.
I like this one a lot. I really, really enjoy this game.
Mosasaurus, Plesiosaurus. Ah!
I enjoy it a lot.
It's so good. It really is good. It's not usually my cup of tea, but it's just, you have to admire it's like perfectly themed for how it's played. It's brutal, but it's meant to be that way. Or like, it's so good. It's really good.
Yep. All right, let's move on to number 15. I'm gonna push button. Cocapelle.
Doo-doo-doo.
So this is the latest. Is it the latest? I guess it is.
I think
still,
it is.
It's still the latest.
To my knowledge.
Stefan
That doesn't
Feld
mean
game.
much, though.
Cocapelle. I like this one.
This is one of his lighter ones.
I like this one quite a bit, but I'm thinking that I'll enjoy it more with more players.
More players.
The 2-player is kind of tricked up, and it's not.
It felt kind of swingy.
Yeah, it wouldn't seem as interesting to me as it seems like the 3 or more players would be. In fact, I'm lowering my ranking from an 8 to a 7
Wow.
right now. So, Cocapelle, I gave it a 7.
Fickle.
It's okay. It's okay. That rating could change if
Fickle
I get the
Feld
chance
ratings.
to play it with more players.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Felled flux. Dang, Paul. That's harsh.
Move on to my number 14. The first one that is not out yet. Of all the ones. Still. Here we go. War of the Rings.
Oh!
Kings of the Middle Earth. So here's the deal on this one. So Ares, I don't know if you know Ares' reputation. They have a big reputation of announcing things and then just...
Oh, well, they're living up to it then, huh?
They just kind of go, hey, this is coming out, and then crickets for months and months. No update, no ETA, no plans.
Cast it into the fire.
So this will be the latest expansion for War of the Rings. It adds in Kings of Middle Earth, adds in Dane and some other people. I don't know who all. Some random people that no one, like one of them's like a troll king or something. It's just weird stuff. But anyway, it's the King of the
Dane's
Middle
not
Earth.
weird.
Ares announced it, and there's been nothing since they announced it.
How dare you, Ares?
No TA, no ETA, no delay, no production schedule, no pre-orders, no nothing. So
Ares, what you doing? Ares, it's War of the Rings.
it's an instant buy as soon as it comes out. But
you'd make so much money. All the monies. Just produce it, okay?
the reason this is so low, the reason this one's so low, and again, I don't know what my thought processes for these rankings were. I think my thought process was I'm really excited about Dane, and then they threw a bunch of random crap in besides Dane.
But Xeris did point out War of the Rings adds neutral. If neutral's in the game, insta-buy, right? That's glorious. Dane and neutral? That sounds like a fearsome.
No, it just it's just a
combination.
bunch of random characters that other than
But
Dane.
Dane's cool.
Dane is cool.
Ares.
So, haven't heard
He's gonna
cricket.
get bored with all that
I
random
went out
crap.
and looked it up, and I got updates for all
Okay.
the ones that aren't coming out. There's nothing on this
Ridiculous.
Kings of Middle Earth thing.
Ridiculous.
All right, next. This will be my number 13. Rebecca and I just watched a video for this one. Creature Comforts. So the Dice Towers
They
have a copy. Dice Tower. But
Tackle
my
Master Steel's
copy
game.
is sitting on a boat in the middle of the ocean somewhere.
Is it on a boat that we might be on?
No.
We'll meet it.
But this, if they unboxed it, it'll be at the cruise probably. So anyway, it's a
Creature
ETA
Comfort?
February, March, but you know how the shipping thing is. It could sit on the coast of Los Angeles for 3 months. Who knows? But it says February or March is when we should be getting it, because we didn't get ours mailed directly to us Because we're not cool. But I'm
Not
excited
cool.
about this one. This
Not
one looks
cool
like
kids club.
Creature Comforts looks like
adorable.
a what's that video game where you run around and build stuff?
Animal
Small
Crossing?
Dew Valley. Small.
Oh, Stardew Valley?
Stardew Valley and what's the other one?
Animal Crossing?
Animal Crossing. It's kind of like those kind of games where you're building up your little house. I think you have a hotel room or something. You're inviting people to come stay in your hotel. So you put like nice little decorations and stuff in your room. It looks cute.
It's just oozing cuteness. I absolutely adore the idea of it.
All right. I'm excited about this one. Rebecca was like oohing and ahhing. We literally just watched the Dice Tower unboxing.
Oh, all the bits and stuff and the way they have it stored in the box. Oh,
Yeah,
they
it
did
looks
little trays
good.
with the
Looks good.
lids.
Looks
Brilliant.
good. I'm excited
Love
about it, but not here yet. All right, my number, what are we on? 12? 12.
I don't know. You tell me.
Merchants of the Dark Road. This is another one we just got in and we just played it, and wow.
That was fun. It's
Wow.
so much fun.
I really like Merchants of the Dark Road.
Yeah,
it's a 9 for me.
It was a lot of fun.
And these games that are, this one didn't make my top 100 because obviously we hadn't played it yet, but it would be squarely in the middle of probably my top 100. I really liked Merchants of the Dark Road.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it
It was a lot of fun.
quite a bit.
You have to say, though, you have to declare where you're going. That cracks me up every
Oh yeah,
time.
you like you either say I'm traveling the dark road or I know a shortcut. There's two different
'Cause there's
when
two
you go
different
out
routes you can
traveling
take.
and exploring.
It's so
there's two
great.
different ways that you can go. You can go to the dark road or you can go take a shortcut or whatever. And
Yeah.
people can join in and go with you when you go out on the dark road. It's basically a rondel action selection game with I guess some resource management. Got a little bit of an economy system going on. Even got a little bit of Tetrising of your little wagon. You have to put your little stuff you're selling has to be Tetrised into your little wagon storage area.
Makes sense. It's thematic. You gotta, store all your loots to go sell it.
You got heroes that you can sell people stuff to, and they can come with you on the dark road
Yeah,
and
it's like
deliver them to
hikers
their
or-
towns
yeah.
and have passengers on deliveries. I really enjoyed that one a lot. I enjoyed it
Yep.
quite a bit. It's a good one.
Yep. Dice Tower didn't like it. Well, that's what I think.
I
Shame on them.
enjoyed it
They're
quite a
missing
bit.
out. Missing out. Yeah, like Corley says, Merchant's Cove. They didn't like Merchant's Cove either. Well, nobody's perfect.
I'm finding my tastes are. If you watch the Dice Tower, I find my tastes are tending in line with Mike the most.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Anyway,
I
think he
lied.
liked Merchants, but no one else did.
Well,
All right, let's move on to another one that's
missing out.
not out yet. My number 11, not out yet. Darwin's Journey. So this one, let's see what the status
where's
is.
this one? Yeah.
Q2 or Q3 this year is when we're getting it.
What?
All
That's a year behind.
Yep. Darwin's
Like you can
Journey,
control
not
that
out
this
yet.
year.
This one, I backed it on Kickstarter, and it's like I said, it's not out. It's still kind of in the production stage, so it's going to be probably. If they say Q2, Q3, then it means late Q3, which means like September, October,
Yeah.
probably of this year before it comes out.
Survival of the fittest, Darwin.
So I'm excited about
Move
this
it.
one. This one looks fun. I'm finding I like the sciencey games that have a board game wrapped around it. So
Yeah, because they're making like really good games with it. You actually do some cool little sciencey bits with it.
yeah, I think
so much fun.
there's almost like two different things if I recall. I mean, this is so long ago when I backed it. There's kind of an area where there's a boat moving around doing stuff, but then there's also moving around on an island and doing exploration and
boats.
stuff. I love boats, so. All right, let's move on to my number 10. My oldest Kickstarter that has not fulfilled is this one. And it is, what button? This button right here. Dead Reckoning. This is the pirate-themed card crafting game.
Oh yeah, where is my game? Somebody's walking
March or April is when they're saying it'll be here.
They better be
March
right.
or April.
Or I will swim.
Dead Reckoning. So if you
meet
don't know,
that boat.
this uses the card crafting system in Mystic Vale, but it's a pirate themed game where I guess you're building up a crew. I guess the cards are your crew, and you can give them different powers and stuff with the card crafting, and it has an
crafting.
obnoxious dice tower where there's a giant boat dice tower
Yes.
thing and all
Yes.
sorts of fun stuff. So
Yes.
I'm excited about that one.
Yes.
March or April. So I
Of
don't
this
know.
year?
This year. Yes, this year.
Because somebody said of 2023, right? Nick?
2022 is what.
Don't scare me, Nick. I'll be swimming out to meet a boat.
I'm excited about this one. This would be that if
I love card crafting.
yeah.
That is the bomb. Yeah, Canvas. That's so much fun. And Mystic Vale. I love Mystic Vale. I know a lot of people get tired of that one, but oh my gosh, I love card crafting.
All right.
So much fun.
Move on to my next one. My number 9. We're in the top. Well, we're already in the top 10, but we're in the past 10. No. Number 9, Merchant's Cove. This gets a solid 9. If I did halvesies, it may be even 9.5.
What?
It's a solid 9.
So much fun. So much
Merchant's
fun.
Cove. I love this game. Haters can hate, but I love Merchant's Cove. I love it.
Shake it
love
off.
it. Love it. Yeah.
Shake it off.
I love Merchant's Cove. So much fun. So if you don't know this game, it's kind of everybody.
about a cove?
It's a very asymmetrical game in terms
Merchants?
of how you play. Not in powers. You play the game differently. So Rebecca might be playing a roll and ride. I might be playing a dice drafting game. Another person might be playing some engine building game or whatever. We all produce our goods differently, but then we take those goods and we utilize the same central board to sell them to adventurers that are coming to our town. It's got interesting mechanisms where you're putting the adventurers on a boat, and then when the boat fills up, the person who fills it gets to pick which dock the boat goes to.
Yeah.
So it's kind of almost got a pressure luck feel to that. It's like, okay, I really need this guy to go to this dock, but I'm not going to fill up the boat. So you kind of think of how you're going to do that. Really cool game. I enjoy it a lot.
It's a really cool game.
Merchant's Cove.
It is so much fun. Now, Xeris, caught me off guard there. You said that the people that made Canvas have another game, and then they have globes that you're going to be marking on. Did you say that correctly?
What?
That sounds so cool. Must know details. That sounds like a lot of fun because I love that game.
Who's it? Someone said that they like my integer ratings. Yes, I don't
Yes,
know
yes,
why.
that was
I
Nick.
don't do halves. I don't do halves. It's either 7, 8, 9, or 10. There is no halves.
Yep. Ooh.
All right. Move on to my number 8. I think I have to switch buttons
This sounds
here.
amazing.
My number 8
Fun times, Merchant's Cove.
is
Love
another
that
game that is not out yet. Carnegie. So Carnegie is a heavy Euro game. This one is you can play it on. I think Board Game Arena has it. I played it solo on Board Game Arena. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I'm not going to rate it based on that because I haven't seen the physical game yet, but it's about to leave the factory, whatever that means. So
next year?
No, it's probably 4 months away, 3-4 months away.
I don't believe you.
It's about to leave the factory.
I'll believe it when I see it. Hey,
Carnegie.
do you know how you get to Carnegie Hall?
What? Leaving the factory is how you get the car? No, I don't know.
Practice. Get it? Yeah. Sorry, I beat. Ah, that was good. That was good. You're just jealous because I beat you to a dad joke.
Oh.
Okay.
Practice. About to leave the factory. So it's a heavy Euro game.
You're welcome.
It's got some tile placement. Basically, you're building out your I guess your work area or whatever, but it's got tile placement, and you have marketing and production, all these different offices within your little building, and there's how they interact with each other matters, and also your workers are kind of distributed among those. And if you want to put more workers in your factory or whatever, I'm just making up rooms, but there's movement rules on if I have 3 dudes in marketing, I want one of them to move production. There's rules on how I move those guys to swap them between jobs and stuff like that. It's really cool. I'm interested in Carnegie, but it's not out yet. There you go. What happened to my button? Oh, my button disappeared when I
Hit the technical difficulties?
Yeah.
Serves you right. That was brilliant.
So that's Carnegie I was talking about.
There you go.
Now we're going to move on to my number 7.
Yeah, I think it was
Tabanusi! We just got this one.
Tabanusi.
We played this one at the Dice Tower Retreat.
Why do you make it sound Italian? Tabanusi, what's the matter for you?
Tabanusi. So Tabanusi, we played at Dice Tower Retreat. So I actually I rated that a 9. But our copy came in and it's still in shrink, sitting right over there on our shelf of shame or opportunity or whatever you call it. Sitting over there waiting to be played again.
It's on the shelf.
But I give it a 9. I love it. It's one of my favorite. It's not my favorite, but it's one of my favorite tea games.
Ooh, might be my favorite. I don't know yet.
Might
I got
be.
to play it again.
I want to play it again. It is probably, let's see, look at the list. It's probably, if it's not next in the queue to be played, it's pretty close to the next one to be queued. We might knock out the Llama Land and King Domino Origins before then, but it's soon. Soon, they say.
Right, Kabuki?
What's that?
We don't want people searching successfully for our game, like hiding them all in the T section.
Yes.
You can't say them or spell them.
Tabanusi. All right. Let's move on to my number 6.
Ooh, nice, Corlu.
What button is it? This button. Number 6. Endless Winter Paleo Americans.
Forgot about
I
this.
know.
This is the one with the ice that like have the layers or something?
No,
like,
it's a different game.
oh, what's this one then?
It's a heavy Euro game.
Oh, boo. Meh.
You basically are a tribe. You're trying to survive. You have to go out and hunt for food, and you have different workers to have different powers. Like your chief may be good at pretty good at everything, but you have like warriors and gatherers and different. I'm just all from memory from over a year ago, probably. It's a Euro game with a lot of interesting mechanisms.
Okay.
This one
Ooh.
is in production.
No.
So we're looking late in the year before this one comes out. It's gonna be a while.
It would have been great to be here now before our endless winter hits, so we have games to play.
We're about to get a winter storm in how long? 48 hours? No, less than that.
Our entire state has PTSD from that, by the way. I went into Walmart just to get an extra loaf of bread.
Go ahead.
And you could just feel the anxiety in that building because everyone is freaking out.
You know why they're freaking out?
Because last year at this time we had a storm and we lost power through the whole state.
You know why they're freaking out?
Nothing's changed.
The people in charge of the electrical grid in Texas said, we did nothing to improve the situation. We haven't done any winterization. It is exactly like it was last year. So buckle up, Buttercup.
And you wonder why an entire state has PTSD now.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
They said Kroger was like I was reading on our...
I'm done. I'm not going to read any more like post-apocalyptic
our Facebook group for our HOA. It said Kroger was like friggin' Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome.
I was starting to get that way, and I left right after school. This is before people are getting off of work, and Walmart was a madhouse. And I went to the like cool Walmart, not the scary
So we're going to have our
I'm
own endless winter, is what we're trying to say.
You all know. See, it would have been nice to have that game here. That was a long segue, but it came full circle. I'm just saying.
All right, let's go to my number 5.
Yes! Oh my gosh. This game.
This is another 9.
Bartertown.
And we played this one. I played this a few times. One time, the infamous Paul, is he in our chat?
Yeah, he was earlier.
He took us
took
us to school, as they say.
He is Onk.
He is the one.
The one.
We're watching all the
Neo?
Matrix movies lately. He is the one. I give it a 9. I love it. Is it my favorite of the Eric Lane series? I believe it might be. But you have to watch my top 100 to find out.
Oh, spoilers. I'm just kidding.
All right, let's move on to my number 4. It is my favorite game of all the games that were on this list. What's my favorite game of all the games on this list? You have no idea what's on this list?
No, I don't have any idea what's on this list. What did we play this year? D-Mocker.
Dinosaur World.
Oh, yeah, of course, Dinosaur World.
This is a 10.
I keep forgetting your rankings.
10. It is a 10.
This is, without a doubt, this is your favorite.
Dinosaur World. I made the picture very small.
You did. I'm surprised you didn't blow it up and cover me with it.
It's a very small little picture.
Because he's in love with this game. He's like drooling
very tiny Dinosaur
He's like,
World
Dinosaur World. I'm riding in a Jeep. It was amazing.
I love this game. This is one of my favorite
just...
games, period. End of story. Love Dinosaur World.
It was really good. It
is amazing. If you like Dinosaur Island, you got to play Dinosaur World. It is awesome.
It's fun. You still have the dinosaurs. No hooligans, though. I could not, in good conscience, give this a 10 because they got rid of the hooligans.
You are the hooligan.
I have spoken.
You are the hooligan. Dinosaur World, love it.
Yes.
Love it. Love it. Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing. Best game that came out last year. All right, move on to my number 3. Origins First Builders.
That was a good game.
We just got this one in the mail, and we just played it.
Was this the last game we just played?
Yes.
It was the last game we played.
We just played this a few days. This last weekend, we played Origins First Builders. Give it a 9. I loved it. It was awesome. I think it's going to be more chaotic with more players.
Oh, without a doubt.
I think it was kind of a little bit loose with 2 players. I think
because we could not mess. It reminds me of Scythe, right? You can kind of leave each other alone, or you can just dive right in and cause trouble, or something in between. Like it's 2-player. We're just like, let's just try things out and stuff. We just didn't mess with each other too much this time. This time.
So what I mean by that is that there is locations you have dice that you draft. You're going to be going to locations, and locations require a certain number of a die to go there. So maybe let's say the location takes a 3 or higher to go to. So
it's going to be so swingy.
You go to that spot, but every time someone goes to that location, it increases. So it goes 4, and then it goes 5, then it goes to 6, then it wraps around and goes to 1. So I can look and go, okay, that location requires a 4.
Yeah.
I have a 5. I know I can wait till next turn because the most is going to get bumped probably is at 1 space.
Yeah, we can calculate
with 3 other players. There's like I have no clue what that die is going to be. It could require a 6. It require a 1. Who knows is what it's going to require. So it's less predictable what's going to be happening. So it's going to be, that's what I mean by it's going to be more chaotic in terms of knowing what dice you can use to go to what location. But I love it. It's a great Euro game. It's got some tile placement, worker placement with dice. It has dice where that increase in value, kind of like if you played Teotihuacan, the way the dice increase, and then when they get to 6, they ascend, and this one they become advisors, and they get pulled out of the game.
Yeah, I agree. That sounds like a good 3-player would be a good balance. We were talking about that too. We were saying 3 or 4 players is probably going to be like the sweet spot for Origins, just the way you can affect that. Because that way you can't completely, well, not that you can completely predict, but pretty much predict how your turn's going to go because of how people do stuff. Because between the two of us, you can kind of, like you said, feel it out. But give it out a little extra. It's a little extra chaos for it. But no, it's fun. The theme is totally unnecessary, but cool.
The theme of aliens helping civilizations doesn't really come out much.
Whatever.
It does feel kind of like a Civ game, but that alien affecting civilizations really doesn't come through. But it's still a great Euro game.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to my number 2. It is Core Worlds Empires. Not out yet. It is February-ish. So
really?
Any
time. As in ish?
Any time. It's like hitting the distribution places like within the next week or 2. So it could be any time in February. It'll probably be waiting for us when we get back to the Dice Tower Cruise is my guess. Yeah. Core Worlds Empires, if you don't know, this is a board game version of Core Worlds. So it takes the Core Worlds deck building system and makes the full-blown kind of board game out of it, which I'm really excited about.
Now, somebody's asking, is this an expansion? Or
no, it is a standalone.
Standalone, right? Yeah.
Standalone, full-blown Core Worlds board game, standalone thing. There is, if you back the Kickstarter, there is an expansion for Core Worlds that makes it a solo game that you could have backed. I didn't back it because we don't really play solo games, but part of that Kickstarter was a Core Worlds expansion to make it Core Worlds a solo game, but I didn't back that. But I backed Empires, and I'm excited about it. Soon, as they say. And my number 1 most anticipated game from last year, still my number 1 most anticipated game right now is Weather Machine. Oh, yeah. From Vital Lacerda.
Our boy.
This went on Kickstarter in December, so they were way off on their prediction of it being a 2021 game. It wasn't even close to being a 21 game. It's scheduled to come out in November of 2022 of this year, but that is probably a pretty good guess because Eagle Griffin and Lacerda do a good job of keeping that deadline. Usually when he announces the game on Kickstarter, it's already pretty much done. So in terms of development and play testing and stuff like that. Okay. So that November date's probably a pretty good date, I would think.
Yep.
So there you go. That's my most anticipated game of 2021.
That was pretty solid. I'd say as far as this chaotic last year has gone, that did pretty well considering all the stuff. I mean, all the independent things that could have happened with all these games and whatnot, like overall, got most of them.
Yeah, so to recap, we've played 11 of the 20.
Yeah.
And one I chose not to get that's out.
Oh,
so
yeah, but that's a bit time
So 12 of the 20 are available. Most of the other ones are coming out in the next few months, other than Weather Machine. That's probably going to be the Weather
Machine and that other one.
Paleo,
Paleo.
Endless Winter are both going to be late in the year, probably.
Endless Sadness.
So the Weather Machine looks really cool. It's basically the way it works is there's climate change going on and it gets really bad. So they make this machine that kind of this mad scientist makes this machine that fixes the climate change, but in doing so, it causes these pockets of like really bad stuff happening.
Yes.
And so
Okay.
we're groups of other scientists going out and trying to fix the crap that's going wrong or something like that.
Now that's like Storm Chasing Plus right there,
Yeah,
baby.
yeah.
That's hardcore. Yes.
So you got
I am so
not only
stoked.
you have to fix the problems, but you're kind of
Yes.
researching and figuring out what the big mad scientist did to try to improve on his design or something. I don't
Oh
know.
my gosh.
Something like that.
That sounds awesome. Again, if it had hooligans, it'd be better. I'm just
Well, I
saying.
mean, I guess there could be hooligans, bad weather hooligans. I don't
Or
know.
maybe I would just play against hooligans.
What I found funny. What I found funny is going through and looking at all of these ones that aren't out yet and when they're going to come out. With to almost every one of them almost mentioned it's Chinese New Year this week, so everything's shut down.
Oh no! And you're like, well, no update.
And that's my
By the
work
way,
is the
Happy New
same
Year.
way. My close is like I work in accounting, if you don't know, and my close has been extended 3 days because
of all the holiday
Chinese
stuff.
New Year.
Yep.
And when I send an email off to Asia, it's like teams in Asia that we have, I just get spam. We're out of the office.
Out of the office. Out of the office. Yeah.
Like spammed out of the office. So
That's awesome. That's awesome.
that's it. That's it, folks.
Cool.
That is
Yay!
So here's the deal.
There's hope.
There's hope. There's hope. I'm excited. I'm excited about the ones coming out. So here's the deal.
That's right.
So
I am the tiger.
so,
What? Sorry.
so 2 days from tonight, Thursday our time. It could be Friday for you.
Oh yes.
We're having a special show to make up for one of the shows that we missed.
Thursday.
Thursday, same time,
Same
2 days
back
from
channel.
now. So 48 hours from now, I'll be doing my top
Assuming we have power.
anticipated games for 2022. All the games that are on this list, I will go through quickly, but they will not be on my list.
So those are like the postscripts of the other list you have.
Correct. So the ones that aren't out on this list will not be on my other list, but I will mention them all.
Okay.
I'll mention
All right.
all 8 games will be mentioned quickly at the start of the show. Here's the deal. I'm going to leave it up to the chat. We're going to do a quick little poll in the chat
Woo!
and the comments
Poll,
if you
poll,
comment quickly.
poll.
My short list is 26 games.
Hey, hold up. Can't I set up a poll? Where's your mouse? Give me your mouse real quick. I'll do this while you talk to them.
I set up a poll?
Yeah. Hold on. Go ahead. Shush, shush, shush.
Oh, yeah, I think you can. My short list for the 2022 games is 26. So here's the choices you can have.
Okay.
We'll either go through all 26 in a crazy mad marathon, which means you're probably going to get a little less information about each of those, but you'll get all of those. I could do 20 games like I did last year, or I can just do 10 and talk about them extensively. So, all 26, 20 like last time, or 10. Rebecca,
And this is anticipated games?
yes.
Okay.
You have a yes or no? Oh, yeah, you can ask.
Shush. No.
Oh, you know how to do this? Anyway, so those are the choices.
teacher, of course I
All
do.
26, 20, or 10. Depends on how much information you want about each, because we're going to try to keep it to about an hour. So, 26, 20, or 10.
Sorry, this is going to be a little janky. I didn't have the... Oh.
26 games are
Hold
on
on.
my short list.
I went overboard.
And some of them I don't have much information on. I'm just going off of like design.
Boom!
Yeah,
Poll in the chat.
actually, how does that work? Or is there
Should be in there now.
how does it show
it in there?
up? How does it show up?
Did it show up? There we go. There it is, folks. The poll is up.
You actually did a poll.
Heck yeah. I do this
How do
crap in
people
school all
answer
the
that
time.
on their TV? That's funny.
Well, you don't have to. It's probably hard on some things, but a lot of people, if you watch it on tablets and computers and stuff,
Oh, okay.
you have the chat up. You can, if you have the chat up, you can do it.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yep. There you go. Poll is a going, folks. The poll is a going. You don't see it?
So 2 days from now, I will go over it. I have them all. I have the list made. I haven't ordered them from 26 to 1
It popped
yet.
up. It popped up. I see people. I see people there.
People are responding
People
to
are
it.
responding. See if I can. You should see it. It said, "Ask the people."
We got 19 votes
Yeah,
out of the
Tommy. I don't know what you're
20,
doing, you slacker.
25 or people that are in it.
Wow. Look at that. So far, the monster list is winning by a significant margin.
We'll give it a little bit
We'll give it a little bit more time.
And then we'll go
It's almost everybody
and then we'll go
that's
into
viewing
the
those voted.
excitement that was.
That's pretty impressive, guys. You guys are
So
good.
while that poll's going on, for those that are in the chat, 1 week from tonight, my top 10 games of all time live.
Yeah.
1 week from tonight. My 70 to 61 went up today, and we're going to do 10 every day. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Monday. No Sunday, but Monday, we're doing a set of 10 each day, and then my top 10 next Tuesday, 1 week from tonight. So if you haven't seen the 70 to 61, go check it out.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm ending the poll. It's pretty obvious anyway. The answer is
So the vote,
monster list.
I will do all 26 games. It'll be exciting.
Yep.
I'll have to make extra buttons just for the 6 extra games.
Yes. There you go. There's the poll results. It popped up into the chat. You should see
Sorry, I
that
was
now.
letting the dog in.
I know they're all excited. Hey, empty chairs. Hey, guys. Sorry, all the... Oh, let me get your mouse back for
I
you.
really like that. How'd you know about the poll thing? How'd you know about the poll thing?
Told you, I'm a teacher. I know all this crap.
You do YouTube streaming? You don't YouTube stream.
I can. I learned this
All right.
stuff. I learned
So
this
all
stuff.
26 next time. And so Thursday night, 2 nights from now will be my top 26. Top 26 games of
Julio
2022. Then 1 week from tonight, my top 10 of all time. So now we go into story time.
For the Gold Star bonus round.
Story
for those
time.
Of you brave
I need a
souls.
drink of a monster before I start into this story.
Can I start it? I have an intro.
What's the intro?
So what do you
No, don't spoil the story. No, don't spoil the story. 'Cause I'm gonna tell a story. Because this story has a beginning, a middle, and an end. So there we were.
Carlu.
When was it? The 14th of January, was it?
I don't know. I don't keep track of this stuff anymore. It all blurs
In
into
and
one.
around the 14th
It
of
is
January.
March 847 of 2020 still in my
The
book.
eldest comes home from school not feeling well. By midday the next day, Rebecca is also super sick. And then by Saturday morning, they're both super sick. Nessa, the little one, and myself, nothing. I was a little tired, and she was fine. So, COVID hits the household. So
No, but we didn't know it yet.
yeah.
That was the fun part. The first part. You forgot to skip step 2 before we find out about the COVID.
No, but anyway, we're not gonna go into that whole line of reasoning. Anyway,
Oh,
COVID. Everyone
the
has
timeline's
COVID.
important
I'm
here.
sure I had it. I just didn't show symptoms. Nessa, I'm sure she had it as well. She didn't show
I'm
symptoms.
not so sure.
The other two, sick, plague, death. All right.
Okay. Oh no. Compared to
Compared to most,
people, we had it mild. Okay. That
she was.
no.
They were very upset stomach and nausea and headaches.
I mostly had
and-
brain fog.
And she had brain fog stuff and all sorts of stuff, but nothing close to like ventilators or anything like that. But anyway,
Yep, Zachy, I feel that.
so that happens. We're dealing with that. 1 a.m. Saturday evening, Sunday morning, however you look at it, all our fire alarms go off all at once. All the fire alarms go off blasting. I was awake because I'm a night owl. So I'm walking around
We
going,
were all awake. We were watching TV. We were zombied out, but we were watching TV still.
fire
Well,
alarms,
Nessa wasn't,
go
obviously.
off throughout the house. We're freaking out because that never happens. Usually you have like the chirpy thing happen occasionally.
Like when the batteries go dead or
It
something.
was
'cause
full blown.
They went off.
The fire. I'm thinking there's a fire, so we're scrambling all over the house looking for a fire, looking everywhere, going out in the garage, going in just everywhere. Nothing. As we're kind of trying to, I figure, okay, now I'm gonna start checking fire alarms. See, maybe there's something wrong with them. Go into the oldest room. Water is pouring through one of the fire alarms into the floor, just like Niagara Falls
little
of water just pouring through the
right
fire
into the
alarm.
carpeting. Just yep.
So
That was
we go in, we rush outside, we went outside out to the garage, and we shut off the water. So I go up in the attic. Water is all over the place. All over the place.
Like a lot.
4 different locations of the house is the attic's water all over the place. Look a little closer. A friendly neighborhood rodent
Not a little one.
has feasted on our plumbing in our attic and had chewed 7 holes in 7 different locations of pipes in our attic.
And so what it does is it pools to the closest area, which happened to be the fire alarm vent, like because it's a little lower, and it just poured water through that, which set off the.
So
save the games, right, Zachy?
So our roof is. So we luckily caught. If the fire alarms wouldn't have went off, our roofs probably would have just fallen in on top of us.
Yeah,
and
we're
just
very blessed.
we were very lucky that the fire alarms went off, shorted out and went off for whatever reason. But we have roof damage in 6 locations in our house.
Yeah, it was
And so
special.
So we had to get hotels. We had to like shut off our water, and we had to like get people to come out to dry out all the crap and all the stuff. And I became handyman, and I went up in the attic and I fixed all the pipes.
This is now Master Plumber Thomason, who has 100% fixed them, by the way.
So,
Just
yes.
absolutely miracle worker.
And so we got contractors
ceiling
and
damage.
appraisers and people dealing with it, and we got people's rooms that have been moved and pushed
Yeah,
into
the
other.
oldest has like most of their stuff is like out in the dining room right now. It's
So
Oh, well, here's the fun thing. So, yes, the plumbing in the attic is weird. Well, Texas, first of all, we don't bury our pipes underneath the frost lines, so that's fun. We have a cool, newer system that has where you can cut off water to certain parts of the house. So when something like this happens, we can cut off the part of the house that works. Had a rodent not chewed on the main. That would have been cool. But to do that, they have to run the pipes up through the attic.
yeah,
to get
Texas,
these
for whatever
cut-off
reason, they
valves.
don't run them through the ground because I think the ground is clay and it's too unstable, and the pipes tend
Yeah,
to break.
there's a lot
and
of
stuff.
ground creep, soil creep.
Tends to break a lot. So yeah,
And to make it even more exciting, because of that, they use these lovely plastic pipes that rodents are like, they think that is like crack.
yes.
So once a rodent finds its way up to your attic to find the pipes, they're like, smorgasbord! Apparently this one did.
But
But he paid the
long story short, like you said, we were incredibly blessed that we got a alarm that went off because the only thing damaged is our carpeting and our ceilings.
Yeah.
None of our personal stuff got damaged at all because we caught it so fast.
Yeah, because we were able to move stuff.
So the water just kind of
Maybe our towel.
pooled in areas up in the attic, and the roof mostly, it didn't even break the roof. It bowed in places and cracked in places, but didn't even fall through. So
yeah, I mean, like, we're crazy lucky.
and some of our lights are out because they shorted out because of the water and stuff like that, but nothing was damaged. Crazy blessed.
PVC.
I cannot, but the ladies were in a hotel for like 3 days.
Yeah, we had to isolate so people could come into our house.
3 days.
That was fun.
And I stayed home and became plumber and dealt with all the people coming in and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the house is livable. It's going to be a little while before we get it fixed because we're going to wait till after the Dice Tower cruise to have all the stuff fixed. But house is livable, and the damage was minimal compared to what it could have been. But that's what we got. But that's what we got to do.
It's amazing how quickly you go from 0 to 100 miles an hour at 12:45 in the morning, though. I'll tell you that much. That's a.
So we missed Tuesday for obvious reasons. They were in a hotel, and the next Tuesday we missed because everybody was missed.
They were still drying out the.
They were still drying
stuff.
out the thing.
Yeah,
so there
it
was
was-
like dehumidifiers and fans and all kinds of crap throughout the house, and it's just
They call them air movers for a reason, man. Those things are loud.
sound like we're in the middle of a warehouse.
Or right, you know when you sit on the wing, like the seats by the wing of the plane, where like the engine, and you just hear like in your ear on those little planes or whatever. It was like that, but 24/7 kind of
So-
thing, so. It was
But other than the house looking a little roof looking a little wonky, and the carpet being
you
a
keep
little
saying the roof. You're scaring me. It's the
ceiling. I
ceiling.
don't know. I keep saying roof. The roof of the room. The ceiling.
The roof.
Other than our ceiling being
roof is
wonky
on
in places,
fire.
and the carpeting in one area of the house being a little
Slimy.
not normal feeling,
Yeah.
that's about it. And we just have to have a contractor come in and repairs. But we're probably gonna
That's going to be the tedious long. So honestly, that's the. Once you're out of like emergency mode, that's the tedious long term.
yeah, because I don't know what's gonna
stuff.
happen when they start bringing people in to start knocking the ceilings down and fixing them and stuff like
The
that.
pets
But-
are going to have a stroke. That's
But So that's the story of
There you go.
the adventures of the Thomases.
No games perished in the flood. Like, we didn't lose.
Nothing of our personal property was damaged at all.
Yeah, I mean,
We got so lucky that the water pooled to centers of rooms and poured down into the.
It went through vents. The most of the time it poured through a vent. So like when it poured in our bathroom, it was like actually not even over our sink, which actually that would have been kind of nice because it would have gone down the sink.
Yeah.
But it poured and it was on a tile floor, so it just went all over the tile floor.
It came through light fixtures and vents and things like that, and luckily we didn't have anything underneath any of those areas, so we just got super lucky.
There you go. Top 10 games you'd save before your spouse. There's like straight arming games out of the shelves.
Yeah.
Oh,
I just have visions of what it would be like if our fire alarm wouldn't have
gone off. Oh gosh.
We would have woke up to our ceilings falling in.
Yeah.
All over the house.
Yeah, that would have been.
That would have been a completely different story because one of the areas that got partially damaged is right over
the game room,
over the game room.
Our bathroom, the one that's scary is the oldest's room because that is like the whole ceiling there. I would have been terrified for her. That would have been
the ceiling. That would have been our warning is when the first ceiling completely.
Yeah, it was like that would be bad.
Because the water, it was I say all the water in the house was going up into the attic.
Yeah, because
imagine you turn on everything in the house and then put that in the attic. That's what was happening.
So yeah, thank you, Rat.
Yeah.
Rat is gone though.
No, he wasn't happy with just one pipe. You know, just one. 7 holes in 5 different areas. How many? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
5 different areas.
Yeah,
7 holes in pipes.
He was a busy little guy.
Yeah.
He was a busy little guy.
But you might want to cover your ears if you don't. But he paid the ultimate price for his crimes. He paid the price for his crimes.
Yeah, the plumbing in the attic is a weird thing for me too. That's very much not a normal thing. It's very much a Texas kind of thing.
They run it from outside. It goes into your house. It goes up into your attic, and then it fans out from there to all the different rooms.
He did all that damage in the course of like 3 days, Kabuki.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was busy. We caught him. Hunter caught him very quickly once we figured out what was going on.
He damaged 3 pipes, and then I went and fixed those.
And once we fixed them, we found out in between.
We turned on the water, and there was other places that popped up after that. So.
And then between the time that you knew that and you actually caught the little guy,
he damaged
2 more. He did that last little gasp up over here.
So yeah, it was.
Yeah, it seems to be a Texas Southern thing about the piping like that.
I think it has something to do with the clay. Because in most
and the water table's really high.
In most places, I guess you have like rocks and dirt and stuff. We have like
this rotten
clay. And so when the ground gets wet, that all gets wet.
And it moves a lot too.
Yeah,
there's a lot of soil.
We have a lot of problems with sprinklers breaking, even sprinklers breaking.
You have to watch house foundations and stuff here. World. But yeah, it's a weird Texas thing because everywhere I've ever lived, all the pipes down.
Yeah,
especially in the colder climates like Wyoming, Colorado, and all that stuff.
Everywhere.
This is not a thing. It's really weird. But it's like a jungle gym up there. Hunters learned how to parkour attics. It's really cool.
I got the parkour through the attic. I got to learn how to be a plumber, and it was exciting. So all the pipes are fixed. It's just cosmetic. It's really just cosmetic.
Like Nick says, that anti-pest insulation, that may be a nice investment on our part to help counter the fact that we have what did you call that? Julio called it PCP pipe.
No, they're called.
No, it's PV. It's Apex or PEX pipe. But we were laughing because he was making a pun off of PVC pipe. Oh. Get it? PCP pipe.
Oh.
Get the joke? He's a little slow. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, it's that stuff and just getting
I don't envy people that go up in attics.
Those people are my heroes, man. You're my hero now too.
Oh my gosh, it was so much work.
I was so tired. But yeah, we're recovered. I still occasionally, it's much less than it was, get a little foggy here and there, just really weird. I'm finally got my energy back for this is like the second day I've had energy. And then big one is normal.
Yeah. Everybody's back. COVID's pretty much gone at this point. But
Yeah, that lasted not too long because again, thankfully.
my favorite part though
good.
is after all this happened, we kept turning the water on and off because anytime we left, we turned the water off.
We're like, we're not coming home to it.
I was not sure of my repairs, but it's been over a week now, so I'm pretty confident they're good. But I kept waking up at night with Rebecca in a dream saying, "Do you hear that sound?" And I just wake up and
Oh, that's awful.
I'd be like listening. And for the first few days, every time, even when like you know how I was like, what is it, post-traumatic stress disorder?
Yeah,
or whatever.
you were.
So I would be sitting
traumatized.
in the den, and occasionally your toilets, the water I guess will evaporate or whatever,
Settle and whatever,
and the toilet would turn on.
Just run a little bit.
The toilet would turn on. I'd be like,
you scare the cat, freaking out like.
every sound with water just completely freaked me out.
Yeah. Most of it's under insurance. Insurance is weird.
Everything is covered but plumbing, but I did all the plumbing fixes, so
what you got in Ontario?
I did it myself because it was going to be weeks and weeks, and I was not going to go without water for weeks and weeks. So I fixed it myself, and the one thing that isn't covered, I did. So
you know what? Our dog and our cat do deter the rats. That we've never seen one in our house ever.
We never had one inside the house.
He went through the garage and found a way through.
There was a little tiny hole
up into the attic,
and he went into the wall and went up into the attic, and he chewed his way.
There was no way
through to the attic through the wall, and I found out how he's getting there. I covered that up, and he.
What did you say? You cleared Home Depot out of all the plumbing repair kits and cleared out Lowe's out all the mouse rat traps.
Yeah.
So
I went and bought like every kind of rat thing there was to get that guy.
Oh, they don't care. Yeah, they don't care about the plumbing work. I don't think there's a permit thing for that.
No, they won't cover it
for repairs
because they break so often. The sprinklers freezing
the
outside.
Rats in Encanto.
It's like
so
every time we have a freeze,
they'd be better.
Several sprinklers in our neighborhood break. It just they won't cover the plumbing. Mainly because there's so much sprinklers and heads and breaking.
Yeah, breaking.
Anytime there's a freeze, pipes break, and they just don't want to deal with covering that. But they'll cover the damage from it, but they won't cover to fix it, which makes no sense to me.
That's okay. You're like, we should print them up like a little plumber certificate or something.
I spent like $120 in repair parts.
But your hourly fees are priceless.
It probably would have cost a couple $1,000s to do what I did in the attic. It was crazy. I probably spent 10 hours up there. So
yeah.
There you go.
That's probably very true, Neutral. It's probably just because it didn't do that before. It's probably, like you said, just a weak seal on the one because it's an older one.
What's that?
I was talking about the toilet randomly running the weak seal. It's like, that sounds about right. Yeah. They're not the most, like, this house was not the like Suprema most expensive built thing on the planet. They cut some corners.
It kicks on once every couple of
days.
Yeah,
it's nothing.
We hear it turn on.
Rats make great soup.
And what's funny?
You make that sound like it's edible, Tommy, not a.
And what's funny is all I did to do it, I went to Google. I was like, how do you fix pipes that were chewed on by rats? And YouTube.
You can do anything.
And I loaded a video.
YouTube.
I watched it, and then I went to Home Depot. That's all I did. So
it's only slightly terrifying in some ways. No,
that's why I was paranoid for like a week. It's like I would not. Every time we left the house, or even when we went to bed, I'd turn the water off.
He did. He didn't want to deal with it.
And it went a week without any sign of problems. So I went up and re-insulated everything, all the pipes, and then I'm just gonna hope it stays.
It did.
Yes.
You did good work.
So
yeah, so you seriously, YouTube University. Well, that's the cool thing about it now is there's so many professionals and stuff that do videos on there now.
That's what it was. It was a plumber
just
showing you how to fix it yourself. I'm like, why are you getting rid of your own business?
So many things.
Yeah, I've done so many. I installed a garbage disposal by looking at a YouTube video. I'm like, guy wanted to charge me like $300 to install it or something. I'm like, nope.
Although next time I think you said you wanted to spend the money.
Yeah, it was a pain. I'm not good at it.
Yeah, but you can do it now. Yeah. So
that's our saga.
Internet can be really used for the forces of
good. In the grand scheme of things.
So thanks, YouTube.
It wasn't bad. COVID was not too bad. The damage was not too bad. Climbing in the attic, fixing pipes was bad. but I got it done.
Do it yourself or die.
Yeah.
Nice. Yep. It worked. It worked.
I would have been, I would have been so cranky because I didn't know it wasn't covered, the plumbing. If I would have called the plumber and had him do an emergency fix on that and it charged us like a couple of grand to do it, and they said it's not covered, I would have unglued.
Oh, yeah.
So it kind of worked out that I did it myself. So.
Oh, no, I feel that way too, Kabuki. Like, we're just really lucky that, honestly, I think it was, again, obviously the Omicron variant is very light if you don't get a heavy exposure
for
to
most
it.
people it is.
For a lot of people it is.
Yeah.
And I mean, since we're all heavily vaccinated and everything.
Right.
You had been recently boosted, and Nessa had pretty recently gotten her vaccine, and I think that's what kept it from
I just got my booster in December, and Nessa got
hers in December. Her
as well.
vaccine,
So that's probably why hers wasn't as bad.
Yep. He did earn a gold star, and then he is like superhero of the house. It's for sure.
Yeah, I just went up there. Was it last night and re-insulated?
Yeah, we're insulated.
I was like, okay, they're staying, they're working.
Winter storm's coming, Paul.
And I re-insulated them because that freeze is a coming.
Oh, it is though. Yeah, no, we're glad. We're very glad to be back. But there was no way we were handling any extraneous anything at that point.
Yeah, we had no time to do anything extra at all.
Yeah, but yes, you're right. It is a huzzah for boosters for real.
Special next night. Wednesday night, one night later, live after party.
Woo-woo.
We're doing them back to back. She didn't know this, but she knows this now.
Back
to back, top 10 after party. The reason is, 2 weeks from tonight, we be on a boat. We'll be on a boat. So we will not have a show 2 weeks from tonight. And then the week after that is when we get back from the cruise. We might jump on and just do a hi, how's it going, guys, and talk. Kind of chit chat about the Dice Tower cruise. Nothing formal. That's a maybe. A very big maybe.
We'll see how things are going.
That's a very big maybe. But we'll keep you updated on that. We'll probably have a better update next Tuesday. What we're gonna do. But
hopefully.
we leave on the 10th and we get back on the 22nd.
That's wild.
So we're gonna be gone for a while.
Yep. Zachy, you were asking how it is in the States. Like, it's varying from place to place depending on how seriously they're taking it or not. Texas is not taking it all that seriously, so it's bad. It's been like in waves. Earlier this week and at the end of last week, I had some classes where I had like 2 kids in it.
Yeah, it's crazy right now.
There were a couple days while I was gone that my department like only had like 3 of the teachers in it, and we're still running the schools and stuff. It's pretty wild. But then like the wave's kind of starting to chill out. There's been a little bit less of people coming out, so it's kind of like it's kind of cycling through slowly. Yeah. It's starting to kind of chill out a little bit. Hopefully it stays that way. So it just depends on where you are. It's just kind of like moving in waves throughout, depending from state to state. But yeah, it is. It's avoidable and it's unfortunate, but that's where we're at.
Gave me a game suggestion.
Game suggestions?
Kabuki Kid gave a game suggestion.
Oh, it's Kabuki.
So I've got to write that down.
You're like 100%
back in almost
bonus.
Back. I put Shiver Me Sid Meier's.
Yep.
That's not what it says.
That's hilarious.
Shiver Me Timbers. I'll have to look at that.
You need your eyes.
No, I merged those in my head.
Oh.
For some reason.
That's
I got the COVID fog. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, and it does stink because, the kiddos are, they want to be back and stuff, but there's a lot of kids that are just anxious, nervous wrecks because, there's kids that are wearing masks and being careful next to kids that don't, aren't wearing masks for whatever reason. And
right.
It's been a mess, a needlessly politicized mess that, as y'all, I was gonna say, I just feel like it could have been avoided too. We all just, but here's where we are.
We're here and we're dealing with it.
It's cycling down. Yeah, it's cycling down. It's starting to get milder, thank God. So, I'm hoping that eventually it's gonna start chilling out permanently. That would be really nice. And then we can all play games in mass quantities.
We're gonna get out of here.
All at once.
See you in 2 nights. I don't know which way I'm supposed to do it, but I apologize if I did it the wrong way. This way?
2
nights from tonight. I don't know these things. 2 nights from tonight.
I apologize.
2 games. Massive mega monster 26 game list.
That's gonna be so awesome. I can't wait to see this. I can't wait to see this. 26 games. 26 games.
I was gonna get out of here, but as an aside,
He hates leaving.
As-
It's so funny. You hate leaving.
yes, as an aside,
What?
we marathoned all my top 10 lists of my top 100 this weekend. And the first 2 videos, we kept freezing and freezing
Oh,
and
gosh.
freezing and
Oh, my gosh.
freezing and
Yes.
freezing. So if you watch
Yes.
those videos, there's all these jump edits and weird stuff happening. And then I had an epiphany. Is that what it's called? Epiphany? I figured out how to get the camera in its own port. And I think, cross your fingers, is going to solve our freeze problems. Because you notice we didn't freeze tonight. When we recorded that first video, we froze like
A billion times.
15 times. And I'm not exaggerating. And then I figured out how to get the camera to have its own port. And I think
Yes.
that is going to solve our freeze problems. Because once I did that, we recorded 4 videos in a row without a freeze.
Yep.
So,
And no, I think we fixed the sound as well, which is nice. So there's that. Oh, new troll. Oh my gosh.
what happened?
Oh, he lost family member to COVID. Bless you guys.
Yeah, we got lucky.
I know. I really cannot express how lucky we feel. I mean, after
We
all of
froze
that hit
twice?
the fan, and then what froze twice?
3 times?
No, we didn't.
There's no freezes.
No, we didn't. That was you.
We didn't freeze. You're crazy. Because we have to reset the camera.
Yeah, we have to
first.
completely redo the camera.
We didn't freeze. We froze. It was you.
But-
It wasn't me.
Oh, don't distract me. But anyway, new troll.
Sound.
Love
We'll
you
work on the
guys.
sound. The sound was for the now, or is it the sound now?
Oh, the sound is funny. Funny, haha.
It's funny that we're getting all these errors now that I said that. So we're gonna get out of here.
Quick before you break
Bye.
it.
We'll
Love to
work
y'all.
on the sound between now and then. Bye. See you in 2 nights. Bye.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. Click subscribe to join our wonderful viewer community.
Want to be notified when we upload a new video or go live? Click on the little bell below.